The top 15 readers' favorite posts from Noting Grace coming at you right now. Did your favorite post make the list? Yeah. 2022 is behind us. We're already looking at projects for 2023, but before we move on, let's take a look back over the top posts of 2022. I have 15 of the posts that were the readers' favorites, so let's check them out. Starting off with number 15, we have how to make Southern sweet tea Alabama style. I was surprised that this made the list. I actually reposted this. I had originally shared this recipe back, I think in 2017, but it got buried and I thought, you know, we're making it a little different now. Let's update the post. And boy, I was surprised that that made the list. So glad that you all liked that post. If you go over and read it, there is a fun little backstory of how I might have possibly ruined my betrothal to Trent by scrubbing the pot, the precious teapot that was handed down from his mother to us. Yeah, I scrubbed it clean. So there's a fun story. You ought to go check that one out. Post number 14 is DIY textured painted ceramics. I had found some thrifted ceramic vases and they had been sitting in my storage closet for a very long time, and I had been seeing that baking soda craze where you mix baking soda with acrylic paints, and so I put all that together and had some really great results, and obviously you all loved it too. It's a great way to take an old piece that has maybe become dated and give it a fresh new look for your home. Now, number 13, the post that I was not surprised that made the list is our post about Trent's open heart surgery. The title of the post is Facing Open Heart Surgery with Confidence. We typically keep things kind of close to our chest, but we knew that we needed to share this big news with all of our followers, and the support and comments and commitment to prayer and kind words that you all shared with us, it kept us going on some of those dark days. So I know I have said it before, but let me say it again from the bottom of our hearts. We thank you so much for your kindness and support as we had that big curveball thrown our way. By the way, Trent is doing amazing. In fact, we just launched our podcast, so if you want to take a look and see how he looks in person, head over to the video previous to this one, and you can check him out on our podcast that we also posted here on YouTube, and we will be doing every week. All right, coming in at number 12 is my experience using oven cleaner to strip furniture. I took a scary step and stripped one of our family heirloom pieces using oven cleaner. I actually have a tutorial video on that as well if you want to check that out. That post also came in the top 15. Number 11 is a DIY home gym mirror that is super affordable. Now this is such a crazy, easy DIY. Anybody can do it. I will be sharing a home gym tour soon so you can see it in person. But we basically took a Facebook find builder grade mirror, and instead of framing it out, we used electrical tape to create this beautiful black edge. It surprised me. It still looks great. So if you are pursuing that New Year's resolution to get more fit, but you want to have a nice aesthetic in your home gym, this is a quick and easy DIY that will definitely make a difference in any room. All right, now we are down to the top 10 posts. We'll start with number 10. A year ago, we made over a kitchenette in our basement and we transformed it from this unused space to this tavern / pinball room. And one of the projects for that room was installing luxury vinyl tile over top of an existing linoleum floor. In that tutorial, we go step by step on what you need to do in order to make sure that that luxury vinyl tile adheres properly. So that's a wonderful post. easy DIY that you can check out. Number 9, sunroom decorating ideas for spring. Our sunroom is one of my favorite rooms in my house, and every change of season, I love to style it differently. So this past year, I did a furniture rearrangement and added some nice fresh and faux greenery to create this beautiful look for spring. It's the perfect way to welcome spring with some cheerful decor. Number 8, everything that you wanted to know about Limewash. Now, we should probably do a Limewash video. If you aren't aware, Trent also has a painting business where he lime washes homes. We exclusively use the product Roma Bio Classico Lime Wash. It is an amazing product. We actually have lime washed 2 of our own personal homes, and then we launched our own business, and we plan on sharing some detailed posts on the blog about lime washing, but that would be a great video that Trent and I can do to talk in detail about some easy ways to create that beautiful aged old world brick that is so popular right now. Number 7, how to make over and organize a storage room. One room in our house that I am very thankful for is our basement storage room area. It's actually the utility room where the furnace is actually kept. And the people who have lived here previously, when they redid the basement, they did a phenomenal job and actually utilized every square inch of space to the best of its ability. So I have a very large storage room, which, being a home decor blogger, is wonderful to be able to store my projects or old decor. It also would work as a craft room if I wanted to do some painting. At the start of last year, the original layout was not so good. There was a wall that was dividing kind of where they had some shelves. So we did reorient the room, and it is so much better now. That's something that you definitely want to check out. Number 6 is another post from our basement kitchenette makeover, which is how to replace an undermount sink. We loved the countertop. It was a beautiful, in perfect shape granite countertop that we didn't want to do away with, but the sink had seen better days. There was a rust spot in it. It was very shallow, and I loved the look of the hammered copper sinks that are so popular. So I partnered with Syncology on that post, and we were able to replace that undermount sink, and it is definitely the eye candy of our basement tavern that we created for ourselves. All right, we are down to the last 5 posts of 2022 that were the reader favorites. Number 5 is moving an interior door. This was part of a combination of making over the storage room as well as that basement kitchenette. We had only one access door to that storage room, and it was actually through our recording studio that we have in our basement. And we didn't really feel confident in letting workers who have to come in and service the furnace, who we don't know, complete strangers, to go through our recording studio where we have a lot of expensive equipment. So we created this other door, not only for security, but it also made for easy access for me to grab that storage instead of having to carry it through multiple rooms. Now it's just one room, up the stairs, and it's a lot easier for me to change my decor whenever I feel like it. Number 4, celebrating our 25th anniversary in Charleston. I have never done a travel post before, and we had so much fun and did so much research before we took our 25th anniversary trip to Charleston, and I was so surprised that that became a reader favorite, especially in the top 5, since I'm not a travel blogger. But it was a wonderful place to celebrate our anniversary. We highly recommend it. Number 3, I shared a 2-year follow-up post on how our painted floor tiles and painted bathroom wall tiles were holding up. A few years ago, we made over our son's bathroom and used Rust-Oleum's tub and tile paint to paint the bathroom walls and the tub surround. We also painted the floor tile with one of their other brands, and I gave an honest review of how it held up under 2 teenage boys after 2 years. If you're considering painting the tile in any bathroom, that is a definite must read. Number 2 is how to make DIY soundproof panels. As you all know, we have a recording studio in our basement, and deadening that sound is definitely key in order to create the best audio experience for recording. But we also, when we made over our home gym the year before, we noticed that our home gym was very live. And so when you would try to exercise in there or watch TV, the sound just happened to reverberate all throughout the room. So we built some extra panels for our home gym. So if you have a home theater, a gym, or even just an area that has a lot of echo and resonance, these DIY sound panels are a quick and easy and affordable solution. Okay, we need a drum roll. Where's Trent when I need him? Our number one post of 2022 are 13 gravel patio ideas on a budget. Now, this was right before we got the news of Trent's need for an open heart surgery. We had plans to spend the fall excavating and creating our own gravel patio in our backyard. Those plans were dashed just a little bit, so we have yet to get to that project. That's on our to-do list for 2023, but that inspirational post of what our design plans were and where we were drawing our inspiration from was the top post from 2022 for Readers' Favorites. Okay, so did your favorite post make the list? If not, leave me a comment below and let us know what was your favorite post of 2022. Also, let me know what your plans are for 2023. Do you have any house resolutions that you're hoping to achieve for your own home? We would love to hear about your projects. As I mentioned before, we also have just launched our podcast. It is called Your Home Renewed. So we will be sharing those video podcasts on here, but they will also be up on any podcast channel that you regularly tune into. So we hope that you check those out. Thanks again for listening. Make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss our next video that will be coming out next week.